What's up everyone? So today we're going to talk about nest raiding first ball pythons and see some amazing rattlesnake footage. So on Friday, cruise at Australia Reptile Park raided some alligator nests. And you know, two things. I mean, reading this, it really took me back to watching episodes of The Crocodile Hunter and all those amazing memories. And the second thing is, I am not sure, I couldn't imagine, I guess first they have to obviously wrangle the adult alligators. And yeah, that just, I'm not sure that sounds like a party to me. I'd love to be the type of person that could do something like that. And I probably could, but I never have. But I couldn't imagine myself to. So yeah, moving on. So on a very interesting note, we're gonna move over to Zimbabwe, where wild animals kill people every year. It happens. But I never would have thought that in Zimbabwe, crocodiles have been listed as the most deadliest animal when it comes to animal and human interaction. I mean, they're saying in 2018 alone, 16 of the 20 wildlife-related deaths in Zimbabwe were due to crocodiles. And now going a year further back, they're saying in 2017, out of the 40 people killed in wildlife encounters, 25 of those were due to crocodiles. Now, I had no idea that crocodiles were such a large part of wildlife-related deaths in Zimbabwe or anywhere for that matter, but apparently they are. And now I want to move on to the segment of the show, which is not your douchebag of the day. Definitely not your douchebag of the day. I don't even know if we're ever going to do that again. You remember when we used to do that? That was kind of a fun thing to do, but it was also negative. But I want to put a more positive spin on things as much as I can. So we're going to move into a portion of the show where we talk about somebody who's doing great things, either for the hobby or for the animals. And right now, that person we're going to talk about is Todd with this rattlesnake footage that he posted the other day. It's absolutely amazing. And I've got to say, I've known Todd for quite some time. He's a great guy. He's done great things for advocating against rattlesnake roundups, and some of this footage he's posting to YouTube is amazing. If you'd like to watch the whole video, go to the link in the description and check it out, and make sure you subscribe to him while you're there. And now we're going to move on to Malaysia, where in another positive story for our hobby, well, we're going to talk about a boy named Kendrick, who actually currently holds the worldofballpythons.com record, which he placed 3 years ago at the age of 13, with being the youngest reptile enthusiast, pairing different genetic combinations to breed ball pythons. So I just want to say congratulations a million times over to Kendrick. It's a very interesting story on how things kind of got all started for him. So if you're interested in reading more about that, check the link down in the description. And now we're going to move on to something that we hear about all the time, and that is, what is the best first snake to own? Now, this question came up on Quora, and I almost passed it by until I saw the answer. Now, the first sentence in the answer is, which is the snake you're most passionate about having? And you know, I really got to thinking about it, because for years and years and years now, when anybody's asked me, what's the best first snake to own? I tell them, get a corn snake. Corn snakes are great. Get a king snake. King snakes are great or something. But it really made me think, what if you're not passionate about colubrids or something? Then that would be a terrible snake for you to get. And it makes it such a more difficult question, because if you were interested in, I don't know, say large constrictors, I would never recommend somebody get a large constrictor for a first snake. But if that's what they're passionate in, that really kind of opens the door to that answer. So my point is I want to know what you guys think. I think most of you will probably agree with me that a corn snake or a king snake would be a great first pet, or first pet snake, mind you. But when you take into consideration that answer, what are you passionate about keeping? Does that change your thoughts at all about any of that? Leave a comment down below and let me know. And now we're going to go into a new segment of the show that I like to call Channel Update. And in this segment, we're going to talk about all sorts of things, pretty much anything that has to do with the channel. And I'm going to start off by saying I apologize if you can hear this ridiculously raging storm that's going on outside right now. The wind is howling, the rain is pouring, it's ridiculous here right now. So I apologize if you've heard that throughout the video. Now, you might also notice that we've started a couple new segments, and we're going to start several new segments, and I really want to start running the show in segments like that, because it kind of just keeps things organized and just everybody kind of knows what's going on. It doesn't flip-flop around everywhere. Now, I got a paper all printed out that I could put behind me, but I forgot it when I came to film today, so I do not have it. So I will have that next time. You might also notice if you visit the channel a lot that the channel's been given a little bit of a facelift. Things have changed a little bit, and that was because Nick Nimmin reviewed the channel on his live stream on Saturday, and it was amazing. He gave me all kinds of insight to what I could do to make things better. So I'll post that live stream. It's in entirety, and I'll tell you it's 6 hours, and I was close to the end. So yeah, if you like that sort of thing, check it out, but it is a long one. But I'll post that on the link in the description, so go check that out. And that, my friends, has been all your news for this Monday. If you'd like to read any more about these stories, those links are right down below here in the description. And as always, if you're still watching, my name is Jason White. Now you know what's going on in the reptile world. Be good to each other, and we'll see you Wednesday.